Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. Yet I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service birth after birth. O son of Maharaj Nanda, Krishna, I am your eternal servitor, yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? O Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly by his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Commentary by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended Chaito Darpana Marjanam. Marjanam means cleanse, and Darpanam means mirror. The heart is a mirror. It is like a camera. Just as a camera takes all kinds of pictures of days and nights, so also our heart takes pictures and keeps them in an unconscious state, subconsciousness. Psychologists know this. The heart takes so many pictures, and therefore it becomes covered. We do not know when it has begun, but it is a fact that because there is material contact, our real identity is covered. Therefore, Chaito Darpana Marjanam, one has to cleanse his heart. Srila Prabhupada, Science of Self-Realization. And when the heart is cleansed, then a person becomes eligible for being freed from the clutches of Maya, or the materialistic way of life. He understands that he is not this body, that he is a spirit soul, and that his business is therefore different from merely material concerns. He thinks, now I am engaged only in seeking these bodily comforts of life. These are not at all essential because my body will change. Today, since I am in an American body, I think I have so many duties as an American man. Tomorrow, I may be in an American dog body, and immediately my duty would change. so I can understand that these bodily concerns are not my real business. My real business is how to elevate myself as a spirit soul to the spiritual world, back to home, back to Godhead. When the mind is completely washed of all material contamination, the pure consciousness acts. The sound vibration from the spiritual sky can automatically cleanse all material contaminations, as confirmed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. C.C. Antya 2012. We need only take the advice of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and chant the Hare Krishna mantra to cleanse the mind of all material contamination. And this may be considered the summary of this difficult verse. As soon as the whole material contamination is washed away by this process of chanting, all desires and reactions to material activities become immediately vanquished, and real life, peaceful existence begins. In this age of Kali, it is very difficult to adopt the yogic process mentioned in this verse. Unless one is very expert at such yoga, the best course of action is to adopt the ways and means of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Thus one can gloriously become freed from all material contamination by the simple process of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just as life in this material world has its beginning in material sound, similarly, a spiritual life has its beginning in this spiritual sound vibration. Srimad Bhagavatam 4:23-17. In his Siksastakam, Lord Chaitanya describes the progressive benefits of chanting Hare Krishna. First, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antilila 2012. The beginning is cleansing the heart because we are impure on account of dirty things within our heart, accumulated lifetime after lifetime in the animalistic way of life. So everything, advancement of spiritual life, culture, tapasya, is meant to cleanse the heart. And in this process of chanting the Mahamantra, the first installment of benefit is the cleansing of the heart, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Specifically, chanting the Hare Krishna mantra purifies one, and this chanting is therefore recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. C.C. Antilila 2012. By chanting the names of Krishna, the mirror of the heart is cleansed, and the devotee loses interest in everything external. When one is influenced by the external energy of the Lord, his heart is impure. When one's heart is not pure, he cannot see how things are related to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Idam hi Vishvam Bhagavan Ivetaraha. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.20. He whose heart is purified can see that the whole cosmic manifestation is but the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he whose heart is contaminated sees things differently. Therefore, by satsanga or association with devotees, one becomes perfectly pure in heart. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.24-59. In this way, the person who chants Hare Krishna purifies his consciousness. Then his materialistic activity is stopped. He knows, this is simply a waste of time. I must act spiritually. That is knowledge which comes from cleansing the heart. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. C.C. Antilila 2012. The illusion of wrongly working on the basis of the bodily concept of life is overcome simply by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is the first installment of benefit from chanting. Srila Prabhupada, Civilization and Transcendence.